No matter if you're new or experienced with the guitar, having a regular routine can help improve almost anyone. But with the distractions of daily life, setting a routine can be pretty difficult. So how can you set a strong routine for quick progress at guitar playing? And how to make sure you follow it every day? Keep watching this video for some of the best tips to improve your guitar playing routine. Why is your guitar practicing routine important? You might be thinking that you don't need a routine to be able to play the guitar, and well, that's correct. However, all the advanced guitarists are all about setting routines and doing what they love in an orderly fashion. And the reason for that is that while you may learn how to play the guitar without setting a routine, you can only hope to get better through one. It's no mystery that when you do a thing repeatedly, you get more and more skilled at it. Practice makes perfect is how the saying goes, after all. So setting a guitar playing routine would make your progress surprisingly faster, and you'll be able to play the guitar with increasing ease over time. And don't worry if you don't have lots of time on your hands to play the guitar. Setting a routine where you give a limited but fruitful time to your hobby will be all the more useful in that case. We'll cover exactly how to do that in a bit. What makes a practice routine a poor one? Alright, so you might have a guitar playing routine, but it's not necessary that it's the best one. Let us lay down an example here, and you can see if you can relate. Take James. He's recently started out on the guitar and wants to eventually play for a band. He currently only knows a couple of chords that he likes to practice every single day. So every day when he returns from school, he puts on a YouTube video and plays the chords over and over again for a couple of hours while watching his favorite YouTube channel. That is not guitar related, by the way. So James is practicing every day and for a few hours too. That should make for a great routine, right? Not so much. Even though James commits a good amount of time to his hobby, it's unlikely that it'll improve quickly. That's because James isn't focused on guitar playing and guitar playing alone. Research has proven that multitasking like James was doing in our example affects your performance in each task that you do for the worse. That's why James would not be able to improve, and his practice routine isn't very effective. The second problem with what James was doing was him sticking to his comfort zone and playing the chords he liked the most. It's true that practicing up to a certain point will show you great progress, but once you've gotten relatively better, your progress will slow down. So playing what you like is not harmful, but if you're looking to really rock at playing, sticking to your comfort zone is just not going to cut it. How can you improve your routine? We just went over some common problems in seemingly solid guitar routines, and if you found yourself relating to them, the next question on your mind could be about how to improve your routine. Here are some of the best tips for you. Make it as boring as possible. If you watched any teenage rom-com, you probably think of playing the guitar as a little hobby that doesn't require any effort and can be used to impress people at parties. This is actually far from true, and the best guitarists know that playing their favorite instrument is definitely work. And if you want to improve at the guitar, you also need to accept that. In fact, playing the guitar is not always a stimulating activity. Sure, you'll have moments where you feel really motivated, but that's not always going to be the case. And if you only play the guitar when you are particularly inspired, it's going to be a rather long journey for you. So make practicing a regular thing and consider it work that you absolutely need to do to fulfill your guitar playing passions. And yes, that might not be the most exciting thing at first, but being regular like this will surely pay off, and you'll most likely see the results soon. Set goals for yourself. Like James from our previous example, we often just strum on our instrument without purpose. We all have been through that as a guitarist every now and then, but if that's a habit for you, it's one that you need to break, and break it quickly. That's because not having a goal, like most things, kills your motivation to play the guitar as well. So you need to think about goals and set them. Maybe it's a song that you'd like to master, or a technique you're looking to brush up on. Maybe you want to get faster at rhythm playing, or start playing some dope jazz chords. Think about the kind of player you aspire to be, and set tangible goals and targets accordingly. Design a schedule for practicing, and also assign deadlines so that there's that pressure that keeps you going as well. You might be thinking, if guitar playing becomes this serious too, then where's the fun in that? That might be a problem only as you're improving your routine, but once you have a solid routine, you'd be rocking and rolling in no time. Keep track of your progress. This one actually goes hand in hand without setting goals for yourself. You don't only have to set great goals and then never hold yourself accountable for them. Instead, what you want to do for a great routine is keeping track of your progress against those goals too. One way to do this practically is to keep a handy notebook by your side in which you note down the performance after each practice session. Doing this will allow you to pinpoint areas of improvement and focus them better. Besides, after a while when you see clear progress, looking back on your notes and seeing how far you've come should be pretty cathartic. How to set a routine from scratch. We discussed ways to improve your existing routine so far, but for any new players watching this video, we'll also tell you how you can set a routine that is effective from scratch, so keep watching. Step 1. What do you want to become better at? For any beginner guitarist, before you set a routine, it'd be good to think about your objectives from the whole process. What do you want to be able to play? Are they the basic tunes, or do you want to jump into something more advanced from the get-go? Asking yourself this would be very important because you can adjust your routine according to your goals. For example, if you want to learn some harder chords, you may need more time to learn them, so setting a routine that consists of the right amount of hours would be key. But it's not necessarily always about playing certain chords. Maybe your goal is writing songs, or maybe it's improving existing songs. For each of these cases, you can stretch your routine to include songwriting or improvising. Nothing's set in stone, and you can do whatever you want in your guitar time, as long as you stay focused on the guitar itself and nothing else. What skills or techniques are you looking to learn? So once you have your goal in mind, you should think about the skills or techniques that can help you achieve them. If the song you want to learn contains many bends and vibrato, working on those techniques during your routine would be a help. The same goes for any trick that you need to learn. It can be really simple too, such as getting your fingers accustomed to the pressure from playing guitar. That would definitely require a proper routine, and so you can play one accordingly. You may list down the skills you need to learn and could go at them one at a time. Alternatively, you can devote a certain amount of time to practicing one technique during your routine and then switching to another every day. Lastly, you need to keep track of these skills as we mentioned before. If you feel that you're getting better, you might switch to another one. Look for exercises for each skill. You don't only need to think of skills and techniques you need to learn when it comes to guitar playing, but also ensure that you actually learn them. In order to do that, you might need some exercises that help you practice the skills. You could look for lessons on the skills and how experts go about it, and then try to imitate them. One thing that can help you is looking for multiple lessons. This is because teachers could have different styles, and some of them might resonate with you more than the others. Once you have an idea of the exercises, just go at them during your routine and practice your heart out. That was it for today's video. We hope it was helpful to you. If you have any other questions about how to improve your guitar playing routine, you can leave them in the comments below. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful to you. Also, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.